Hello students, this is Jacob Reed. I want to walk through with you quickly how you can do citations in Microsoft Word. This is one of those things where if you learn how to do it, it can save you time. Of course, if it doesn't save you time, don't do it. So Microsoft Word has a references feature. If you look up here, there's the references tab. Click on it. And in this paragraph here, I want to add a couple of references. So I'm going to go to the end of this second sentence here. And over here, I'm going to click on, well, you notice there are different choices here, APA, Chicago. I'm going to choose Turabian. Click on Citations because I've already added the information for this one. And over here, I have choices of sources I've already added. Don't worry, I'll show you how to add a source. And this one is by these two authors, and it says double click. So I'm going to double click. And if you notice right over here, the citation popped in right where I wanted it. Now, there it is. And I have another sentence here following it, and there's a quotation, and I need a citation for that quotation. Now I'm going to put it after the author's name up here. I introduced the author, and there's more than one author, so I put colleagues here because I felt like there were too many authors to list in the text. It gets a little boring. So I'm going to just add a space there, and I need to insert a citation, and this is alt back, so I'm going to do alt back and double click. You're going to watch something happen here. Now look, I have alt back, Philip Altback and colleagues in my text, and then the citation lists Altback again and his colleagues, and I don't want it twice. So I'm going to click on that citation, and then this little down arrow here, and it says edit this citation. I'm going to click on that, and here it says suppress. That means don't show it. So I'm going to suppress the author because I don't want to see the authors because I've already put it in my main text. So if I push OK, now it's got the title. So I'm going to click on that, edit again, and I'm going to suppress the title. Push OK. And now you'll notice it has the author, and then my citation right there has the year. Now when you're doing a direct quotation, you need the page number. So I'm going to go in again, and I believe this page number was 27. So I'm going to click on Edit Citation, and I'm going to add page 27 right there. You see that. So I push OK, and boom. Altback 2010 27. So I've got two citations right there. And the next time I'm going to cite from this source, that information is already saved. So let's go down to this one here. Here's a long quote. Now, in order to add a citation here, I'm going to need the author also because I didn't introduce the author. So first thing I'm going to do is delete this period and move the period outside because I need to add my citation in there. All right, so I'll click on Citations again. This is DeWitt, just like that. I want to close it. Now, once again, I need to add a page number. I'm going to click on that, Edit Citation, and this is going to be page 29. So I add that. Okay. Then I've got another citation there. Now the next page, I'll show you how to add a citation that we don't have the information in Word yet for. So I need to add a citation here. You can see I made a note for myself, so I'm going to delete my note like that. And this time I'm going to click on Insert Citation. It's going to be a new citation, and boom, it pops up all this information. I need to choose the type of source. Now, this source that I'm going to add is an article in a journal. So I'll click on that, and it adjusts the fields for me. And I need to find the author's name. So I've saved it over here. Here's his name, Martin Haig. So going back over here, I can type in, I think it'll be easier to click Edit. And then it says last name, so I'm going to put H-I-A-I-G-H, I think is how it's spelled. First name is Martin. Now, if there are multiple authors, you can go down here and you can click plus. And then you see there's the first author, and then you can add the next author. Probably not Joseph Smith. That's not a good one. How about Joe Smith? And you can even add a third author if you want to. Now, Joe Smith is not an author here, so I'm going to push minus and delete it. Just back to our original Martin Haig there. Push OK. The title of this article is right here. and I'm going to just copy and paste it just to try to make things go quicker. There it is. The journal name is right here, Higher Education Quarterly. The year is 2014. And the pages are, I'm going to add more fields too because I want to see the volume and issue. So I also have information here. It's in January. The month is January. The volume number is 68. Issue 1. Pages are 6 through 27. All right, and I think that's all the information I need. And I'm going to push OK. And there it is, Hague 2014 right there. Now I need to add more about this guy here, so I'm just going to add his name. But then afterwards I need to add a citation because I'm going to add citations here. Here he is, right there. Double click. Of course I don't need his name anymore because it's in the text. Edit citation, and I'm going to suppress the author and suppress the title, and now it's just the year. Now the good thing about this is that when I get down to the bottom of my paper here, let's just say I start a new page for a bibliography, I can go up here and I can insert a bibliography, and if you look at that, I have all of my my sources that I've used above right here. Now, of course, we're going to have to muck around a bit with the font because it needs to be Times New Roman. It needs to be size 12, and of course, your institution has its own style. We don't want this funny blue-colored bibliography in there. But the other parts work pretty good. I think we probably need to add a space between there, go up here, line spacing, and we need to, afterwards, we need to add 12 points between. Should look like that. Beautiful. Now, let's say that I made a mistake. So let's say that this, where was I? So let's say this Hague one that I inserted, let's say that the year was not 2014, it was actually 2015. Well, I can go back and I click on this little down arrow right there and I click Edit Source. And I can change the year to 2015, push OK. And this is important. This source exists in your master list and current document. Do you want to update both lists with these changes? Definitely I want to update it. Boom. So now you'll notice Hague, the date updated here, also in my second citation, and then hopefully it updated in the bibliography too. Let's go find out. Hague, it hasn't updated yet. So we need to update the bibliography. How do we do that? Update citations and bibliography. And good, now it's updated. Now this is Microsoft Word, of course, so there's some funny business. One thing, as soon as you push update for the bibliography, you notice that it reverts back to the old style, not Times New Roman like I originally had it. If you want to use a program that has that's a little bit more complicated, but perhaps in the long run has a little more powerful, you can try Zotero, Z-O-T, oops, I can't even spell Zotero, O-T-E-R-O. This is not a tutorial about Zotero right now. This is about Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is simpler and probably easier to use, but has less features. All right, I hope this is helpful for you, and carry on.